Welcome to Braunhaven. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. These guys are still in the Docks District sewers. Last week they finally encountered the other party of adventurers that they'd been hearing about, the Vnus Deus Company, and uh, these guys were pretty bad. But the Vnus Deus Company is pretty badass. But these guys came up with a really good plan and implemented it well. And through the use of strategery, they were able to beat the Vnus Deus Company, who was led by an Imperial witch hunter. And they were able to get through that. So they are moving on. Presumably, they are still hunting the treasure that the treasure map led them down here to find. Before we get started, we'd like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. And today, we would like to thank Fable Beauty Company. Fable Beauty Company makes wonderful beard products, oils, balms, butters, beard wash, co-wash. They have a line of spray-on cologne, all-natural deodorant. They also have a women's line under the fablebeauty.com address. And all of the scent profiles are a different fantasy character. Today I'm wearing Dr. Wolf's beard butter. It smells of a blueberry and pipe tobacco cologne, and it is quite nice. But they have many different scents, so I suggest going through their scent profiles on their website. They also have a buy one get one free option if you're a new first-time purchaser. So if you go to fablebeardco.com, you can put 2 beard oils into your cart. When you check out, you can use the code FIRST in all capital letters, and that will get you your second beard oil for free. We also have a merch store, new product on the merch store via Zazzle. Just added the Whiskey Rocks glasses with the Greenwater logo on them, and they're relatively inexpensive. I was rather impressed. So, yeah, if you need a new rocks glass or a beer stein, we've got hoodies, T-shirts, buttons, fleece blanket, poster maps, all sorts of cool stuff, mostly related to the games that we run, mostly to Braunhaven, but there is some stuff from our Wednesday night. The pirate flag, the design by Cameron, is on there for T-shirts and buttons and for Wednesday night's Pirates of Dranex campaign. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. So if you want to help us out with all the nitpicky little items like Roll20 Pro subscription and Incarnate subscription, you know, you forget about them and they add up, and at the end of the month you wonder how you spent all that money. If you want to help us out with that, just go get yourself a Whiskey Rocks glass, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it. I'm still waiting on the proof copy for the Mystical Sylvanas Forest, and as soon as I get that and can approve it, that book, the next chapter in the Braunhaven campaign, will go up for sale. If you buy the print copy, you will get the PDF for free, along with all of the digital maps and both referee copy maps and player maps that, as you can see, they import very nicely into Roll20, as well as printable handouts. So that you can, if you're having a in-person game like I do once a month, you can actually print those out and hand them to players, such as the map that they found here in Tassadantlus's Tantalizing Tower. They have you could have the print copy of the map, so that's all available. And I am working on it's a one-off adventure following the Mystical Sylvanas Forest. There was some talk from some of the NPCs in that adventure that I decided I was going to flesh out. It was just a background thing that was going on, and I decided that it was too good to not flesh out. But I didn't want to include it in the book because it really isn't. It's definitely a side thing, and so I am doing it as a one-off, and that will be the Southbridge murders, and that will be. I haven't decided if it's going to be just a PDF or if I'm going to do it as a soft cover. I don't know yet. We'll see what the page count is when I'm done. But that will be coming up shortly as well. So, and then I can actually start work on the next chapter of the campaign, which will be Stagina, the land of ice and plunder. So, so you've already been from back here. You've got another archway that leads out to the east.
I mean, I think we're trying to. The one way is blocked off.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that's right. That is yes.
Wait,
right back here. There, yeah, there was a cave in back here from the Horn of Blasting. So I guess you've only got the one. Unless you want to spend time digging yourself out, you can head east.
Yeah, let me give you
more until the city opens up above it.
Right.
And you can climb out.
Yeah, that's a couple of check traps as we move down the hallway. Now, the one thing though, here in this thing that acrobat was fucking around. You know, they were really fishing down in there for some reason. You know.
Yeah. So you find that the only thing that if you want to search, your one of your search checks does not reveal any traps in this pool of water, but you do determine using one of your own 10-foot poles or whatever that at the center of this pool of crap water, you find that it's about 5 feet deep at the center, and you can feel in there that there is another one of these old storm grates that seems to be clogged with, you name it, and it's probably in there. But that's
Dentry could get his water breathing on and go down there and deal with it.
I don't think you want to do that.
Don't do that to yourself. Do you have low self-esteem?
Right.
I'll take one.
It's okay. We can pass it up.
He kind of does actually. He's very much he's always trying to prove himself.
Well, let's give him compliments so he doesn't feel the need to breathe with people.
Yeah.
So the whole half orc thing, he always feels like he's got to prove himself to humans because he's half orc.
So at this point, let's see. I know Borman has gone back to Invis. I would assume that Alora wants to put the hood of her cloak back up, and probably Jackson wants to go Invis again.
And Dentry at this point because he's got it too.
That is true. So you guys.
It'll look like
now.
Yeah, it'll look like Malachi and Mavis are just going on a stroll.
Right.
Nobody else.
Incredibly useful now I think about it. To have it look like a party of 6 is a party of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alora's isn't perfect, but it's still, there's only a 1 in 6 chance that they're even going to see her because that cloak isn't the way I always interpreted elven cloaks wasn't that they made the user invisible. It was more of like a camouflage kind of situation where it made you blend in with everything around you. But
and Malachi has the spell invisibility now.
Yeah, so it's
the second
I don't
level
think
magic.
We need to worry about invisibility too much. It's freaking dark down here for one thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Mavis is gonna hop on the broom with Aurora today though because brought grubs and he's the slowest one.
So are we going with? Oh yeah, we need light sources, huh?
Yeah, Malachi
will hold
a lantern and stay at the back.
Sure.
Dantry will hang back with y'all since he's slow as hell.
You guys can move. If you want to keep the party together, you'll want to move at your slowest exploration movement rate, which would be Dantry's, I believe.
Like 60 feet. Can we start right here at the archway?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets us down into here.
Do Mavis and Jackson want to recon again?
You can. If you want to run ahead, man, cool, man. Let me know if you catch something.
Because she's got the broom. Or is that Laura?
It's Laura. She's letting Mavis ride, but if we're going at the pace of the slowest person, then we can go further.
Yeah, but I mean, if Jackson wants to run out front, he certainly can.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if there's something wandering through the fucking shit, I'd rather Jackson come back and tell us than we just kind of stumble
and
on.
I'll just go like, instead of full movement ahead, I'll go like slowly, slightly ahead.
Okay.
So these, this is similar to the West Passage that you came in on. This is a gently sloped passage that causes these little waterfalls of sewage from above to kind of collect and then drain to the west. This particular passage is a little bit different in that, unlike some of the other ones, they all lead down to the main thoroughfare of the sewer on the west side, just east of the shoreline of the Dragon Sea. This one, instead, there is a grate that drains the water and down to wherever, and it just kind of stops there. At the end of this passage, there is a door, and that's all you know from here. I'm giving you that information ahead of time, so you can move your movement rate again.
That puts us all right there. Borman has gone roughly 60.
So there are, again, there are these poisonous. Well, you know that these mushrooms are poisonous because Alora would have identified them. They are a ingested. What kind did I say they are? Yeah, they are an ingested poison. So you probably don't want to, if you get hungry, don't eat the sewer mushrooms. And there are
what a thought.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and there are a number of crystal formations. These crystals give off a faint green glow in a 5-foot radius, and you know that if you break them off, they will continue to glow for 1d4 turns, so up to 40 minutes. But I mean, they're going to give off, a 10-foot diameter glow, so one of these squares would light up. They're not as good as, like, say, a torch.
Malachi's got a lantern, so I think that's 30 feet, right?
Yeah, and Dantry has dark vision, so.
All right, sure. I got my infra.
Or not dark vision. Yeah, thank you.
So I'm watching out behind us with my infra just in case. Although I'm invisible, so they're like,
Yeah.
where are you? I see nothing. You don't see me. No one sees me. They never see me. Why don't they see me?
I move, Dantry. I move so slow that you can't even see me.
We need to get 2 more invisibility rings, though. I think if we keep going, we'll get them.
Well, it's funny because it didn't occur to me at the time because each of these books is kind of written in a vacuum. I mean, there is knowledge of what happened before, but I think towards the end of the book, I try not to overstep and think too far ahead. I mean, I do have an overall vision for the campaign, but some stuff, and a lot of stuff comes out in the process of writing. But what I didn't think about was a lot of these treasures are random rolls, and it's funny because we've gone what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this you're on the 7th book, not including some of the little one-offs. It's just I didn't think about the Ring of Invisibility coming up as often as it did, and a lot of groups that will play through the campaign probably won't be as completionist as you are. You tend to go through every treasure pile you come across. So I mean, like my home group, there's some stuff that you guys have and found that they either didn't go into that room, they just wanted to get through it and get out, and or they just weren't as lucky with the random rolls. But yeah.
Well, I mean, we get like a 20% win rate. We just happen to get good once we get the win.
Right.
Well,
we had like 56 rolls and we got like 7 or 8 of them.
The experience at this point, man, is not in the monster kills. The experience is in the big treasures.
Right.
That's where we get our levels, man.
Well, and overall, and this this goes all the way back to basic and expert D&D. That is, killing monsters was never where the XP was. It's finding the gold pieces. That's where, I mean, magical treasure doesn't provide you with XP, but man, that sack of gold does. And that jewelry that has a GP value sure does. So, I mean, there are some people that are a little bit more hardcore about it, and they're like, oh, well, jewelry, even if, it might be worth 1,600 gold pieces, but it's jewelry, it's not an actual gold piece. Or they'll say, oh, well, a platinum piece is worth 5 gold pieces, but it's a platinum piece, so it's not worth the XP. And I'm like, no, if it's valued, then it's worth the XP.
Yeah, like, why would you not count a platinum piece towards the XP if it's worth more than gold?
Because some people are autistic, and they're well, it says gold piece. Like, whatever.
All right.
Play your way, Aspie. It's fine.
Yeah, if that's the way they all want to do it when they sit around and the players are having fun, then you're not doing it wrong.
Right. Yeah, as long as
it's your game.
Exactly.
If they all agree and they're all good with it.
Yeah. If you tell me the only way to do it is by gold piece, though, I mean, just get ready to do the adventures of the Traders Guild, because I'm going to be trying to make money.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything will be getting traded all the time into gold pieces and only gold pieces to then get the experience for it.
Well, and the other thing that's interesting, so reading, you go past basic expert, and the next is the companion box set, and in the companion box set there are rules for what happens when the players get the player characters get high enough level that they can now rule a castle or whatever. And it goes into that, however many miles around that they are, if they're in this castle or fortress or whatever, they rule that. And, part of that is tax revenue. And it goes into very explicit detail in saying the characters do not get XP from gold from levied taxes, period.
Okay.
So, just because, the peasants every month are giving you upwards of 500 or 600 gold doesn't mean that you get 500 or 600 XP. That just goes into the fortress's coffers. So, I mean, they kept it controlled.
Steal it from the coffer?
But if we ran an adventurers guild of some sort, and we manufactured items that adventurers would want to buy, that gold is made money. We get experience off that, right?
I don't think so. One of the other, and here's why. One of the other stipulations that is stated is that you gain XP from adventuring. So if you create a guild or a mercantile and you're selling merchandise, you're not adventuring, you're running a business.
Yeah.
Same.
What if
But
my business isn't? What if my adventure is business?
now you're walking a tightrope line. I mean that's kind of like the Greenwater Mercantile and Adventuring Company. Their business is going on adventures, so you know there's
well, I
that.
mean, what if somebody wanted to be a blacksmith, and they made their money, doing that? I think that is a boring ass game. But if someone wanted to play it, I don't see why they can't get levels. You're swinging that hammer
think it's
all
a control.
day.
I think it's a control issue to being able to keep a thumb on how fast the characters level. And
Well,
I mean you guys are my proof that it has worked out very well with the treasure and XP from monsters. You guys are right where I estimated that you should be. I think you might be a little bit higher, but you've also gotten very lucky with some of your treasure rolls. So,
well, that fucking last group had a level 9 son of a bitch in it.
that is very true.
I mean,
so you guys can move your movement rate again.
we're gonna.
I'll take us up to the gate.
We're gonna pause.
Is it
at
an
this
open gate or is it just like a gate?
It is a shut door. And I mean, if Jackson wants to test the door, it's got like a well, hold on. I will read you le description.
You mean you don't just have it all memorized anymore?
I know, right?
I have a photographic memory for everything you've written.
This is a heavy iron door. Like it kind of like it's kind of like the door on a walk-in in a professional kitchen. It's that thick, but it's made of iron, thick iron door, and it's got a thumb lever on the handle. And Jackson presses the thumb lever. It's not locked, but the door is stuck.
Stuck. I'm gonna make some strength.
I like
checks,
right
y'all.
on the wall in like dirt and grime, stuck door.
Okay.
Chime will unstick
try to keep
it.
the invisibility. Don't know who's listening on the other side.
The people next round we'll have more people at the gate.
Yeah, so you guys can
stuff.
move up again, and it is the end of the hour. If you guys want to take a 10-minute rest, and
sounds good. Malachi will kind of sit out here in the back of the party with his lantern, but he's also going to be using his eye that gives him that see 60 feet in the dark, as if it was in the light bit.
Right.
Yeah, because it uses the crypt eye. So I'll be watching our back.
Okay.
While we chill for 10 minutes, talk about good stories and how easy that last party was, and surely there's no cosmic entity out there to make it harder.
Vnus Deus Company just had some unfortunate rolls. That's for damn sure.
While we're here, kind of at a pause break, man, I just want to remind you, Dentry, if your bag of holding ever starts to get full of coins, I'm starting to get up there too. We might need to take a dimension, our mirror. We might need to use our magic mirror to go drop off a bunch of shit.
Yeah, we should probably do that then, because the bag.
Let's do that.
Okay, so while you're taking your break, you can use the mirror, and you can drop some gold into, or whatever you want, into your vault beneath Castle Braun.
Now, I am going to put everything on my list that we have. I'm putting all of it in there. I'm just dumping all these jewelries and gems. I'm moving my big dotted line that says vault on it, and I'm just going to move it right up under all that shit.
Okay.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to empty the
just
bag.
Imagine you guys doing the magic mirror and just dumping this bag of holding into the
Well, you
vault.
only got like 10 minutes or so before it closes up, and
Right.
someone's got to stay behind. And I'd really rather not, get caught with our pants down. So doing it as quickly as possible. There. Yep. We have a whole bunch of shit in the vault now.
Okay.
Yep.
So this door is stuck. You can, of course, as usual, have. I mean,
That's Dentry. Dentry does the first.
Your
muscle
strongest
stuff.
character. So Dentry has a 4 and 6 chance, so he can roll
Oh.
a d6 to kind of open that door, and that'll put him right up at the door.
It says me.
Oh shit! Yeah, the door is stuck.
Then
Dentry, why do you suck at this?
Borman's got a
Yep. Damn.
bad.
Yeah, it's stuck. Both of my guys rolled horribly on that.
Holy shit! There's a 1.
Malachi.
What?
The weak,
Malachi shows up with the door open.
the frail old necromancer.
Yeah, so I guess I've got to force that. He pushes the door open and is like, I don't.
Jackson is over here, just like we loosened it for him. I'm just saying.
I don't know what the problem was. You guys seem so muscular, but you don't have the muscle effect.
So everybody else must have loosened the door, but you kind of open this door.
Oh, that's Malachi.
You see that on the west, or in the center of this room. So first of all, this room is shaped like a shallow stone bowl, and roughly off center of this bowl, there is a stone. It's a big stone box, but it's 25 by 40 feet, something like that. And it is in the center, and there is an archway that it has no ceiling on it, but there is an archway that leads into this box. On the west side of the room, there's another one of these heavy iron doors. And positioned at the points of this room, it's kind of pentagram shaped, there are these grates. The entire chamber is shaped like a hexagonal bowl with a gently sloped walls that descend 10 feet to the chamber at the center. It looks like the floor of this bowl is a polished stone. It is polished to a glass-like sheen.
And if it doesn't have a top on it, man, why don't we just see if Allura will just fly right on in there and get all the treasure?
Okay.
Don't you have that little chime of opening lock shit?
I do.
I mean, if you're not comfortable with that, then say so. But I mean, all these grates and everything around. God, if there's something going to happen fucked up, it's going to happen because we go in there and start walking around. Maybe not.
So you want me to fly over the top? Is that right?
There's no ceiling on it.
There's no ceiling on the central chamber.
Yeah, and so
okay.
I mean, I'm thinking if you just go in there and loot everything, we'll be good.
I could try it. We really need to get out, though, is a problem that we're having.
Oh yeah, we'll have to
can't
go
go
on
back
the
other way.
All right. Well, let me look for traps and see what happens. I guess. We
will have to pass through this room. Yes.
Yeah.
So, where are you looking for traps?
Well, I'm gonna make my way, kind of coming down through here. I'm gonna just kind of head to the other arch there. Slowly looking.
Yeah,
for
we're
traps.
just going through the room. We're not messing. The rest of us aren't messing with the treasure.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so You can go ahead and move Borman in the direction that you are checking for traps.
All right, yeah. I'm just kind of. I think my first roll probably only gets me a little way in the room.
So in here, you note that these grates are, and there's 6 of them positioned around the room, or 5 of them. Sorry. These iron grates. You note that the iron that makes up these grates is pitted.
Well, can you describe the ceiling to me?
It's like a bowl shape. It's basically the reverse of the floor that you're walking on. There, from
It's a giant sphere, kind of.
yeah, more or less, or egg shaped. From the doors to the center of the chamber, it descends 10 feet.
So it raises 10 feet for the ceiling.
Right.
Towards on the side, the edge. Right. Is it porous?
All the floor and ceiling are all it's a stone floor, stone ceiling, but the stone is polished to a glass-like sheen. Alora, you fly over the wall, and in the center of this chamber, central chamber, you see that there is a chest with the lid closed, and it has an inset lock.
Use your chimer.
I ring a chime, yeah, and see if it opens.
Okay, so you ring the chime, and you hear a loud click of the lock unlocking.
All right. I'm going to open it.
Okay, so, all right, so inside, hold on, I have to do some quick maths. You find 200 platinum pieces.
200.
400 gold pieces.
400.
150 electrum pieces.
150.
$100 silver pieces.
100. And then
It's all been coins, right?
Correct. And there is 50 copper pieces.
50.
Alora sees in here there is another rod of parrying.
Oh, sweet.
And there is...
Is someone going to get it? Or am I going to put it in the bag?
I don't know. Does anybody want it?
I mean,
No, it's not
either
really my
character
thing.
want it, or does our oh so strong Malachi want it?
No. No, I can't use rods. I guess I can. I can use rods. But no. I've got my staff. That's I'll put it in the bag of shit I got to deal with. And if anyone wants it, of course you're welcome to it.
There will be no parrying from me.
There is also a wooden wand.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and hope it's not cursed.
That would be pretty shitty to make a cursed wand. Now I'm going to have to do it.
I mean, you done cursed me with armor and swords enough times.
Right.
Oh crap, we need to undo that. We didn't undo it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can
So
go ahead.
Cursed in the armor.
You can go ahead and
Mavis will uncurse you.
okay, yeah, you can remove that.
We'll retcon
And
that.
mark off a
We
spell.
uncurse me and we put it on the dead body of that witch hunter.
And the rope.
Well, you guys left the rope behind.
Yeah, on the witch hunter's corpse.
And
Yeah, we want whoever finds him to get all of the curses.
yes. So Laura, you can make an intelligence ability check.
Okay, here we go. Hey,
All right. So you found a wand of lightning bolts, and it has 5 charges.
That's badass.
that's very good. Yeah. Okay, does Malachi want it?
Yeah, hell yeah, Malachi will take a wand of lightning bolts.
For it?
I sure as fuck will.
Lightning bolt.
Hold on here. I'm throwing this up into the notes. And it has 5.
How many charges did you say?
It has
5?
5. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when they go, it's worthless. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it just becomes a stick.
Okay.
So
Still good stuff.
here is your wand of lightning bolts.
Wow.
Now, I have had a
Wow.
question about this.
Mhm.
So you have wands like this, right? Somebody imbues it with the magic. When it becomes empty, it's still like something that is attuned to holding magic. Can you re-imbue it with something else?
No. I don't believe that they can be recharged. Let me double check.
Or do you just pick a random stick and put magic in it?
Yeah, it says. It says. Yeah, no. Consuming the last charge, the item loses its magical potency. Recharging is not possible.
Okay.
To find a really cool stick to turn it into a wand. Cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, historically throughout games, and I mean, the Harry Potter franchise really brought this to the fore. If they're going to make one of these wands, they spend time, you know, crafting this wand. Any stick will do, but, you know, they got to make it look special. So I assume Alora's taking all of this treasure out, correct?
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
When that happens,
Well,
you
go
hear
ahead.
a click ka-chunk from this iron door.
Okay.
This iron door automatically starts to close. I will allow Dentry and or Jackson. You can both make a dexterity ability check to try and hold the door from closing.
Gentry or Jackson. All right.
Well, both of them.
Dexterity. Dexterity. Oh, great.
Shit, that's pretty damn good rolls.
One of them
Both made it.
did amazing at it. Probably Jackson, with his lack of dexterity, the one time he needed it in his life,
So-
really to come through.
So Dentry and Jackson grab the door to prevent it from closing. And while you're holding the door, you can feel that inside this thick metal door, there is some kind of mechanism, and you can feel it kind of grinding. And you can tell that it is part of the mechanism is trying to slam the door shut and lock it in place. And there are on the coming from the top of the door and bottom of the door, it will drop, 3 10-inch diameter rods locking the door shut. In addition to this archway, a portcullis drops and locks in place. Not that that's a big deal for Alora. She has the broom. But from these round grates,
Do it.
there is a torrent of acid that starts to fill, and this bowl
Oh, no.
will be filled completely with acid in 1 hour.
Let's go. Let's get back out the other way.
So
Let's just retreat.
yeah, so this door is locked, and And Dentry and Jackson are holding this door open.
Yep, let's just... Alora's really fast. Malachi and Borman are right there. Let's just all get back right here. We'll just have to dig our way out.
Borman,
Oh.
make a... Make a... just make it easy. Make a save versus paralysis. We'll do that. That's a pretty damn good roll.
Yeah, that's over my thing.
So
I don't have anything.
So Borman, you definitely jump out of the way as this acid starts to pour out and kind of trickle in your direction, and you save yourself from needing new boots. But you do see that the reason that this floor is polished to a glass-like sheen is from the acid.
Right. And the ceiling.
It'll be out eventually. It can't stay on there forever.
I think we should just let the door close and walk back around and just dig through the rubble.
I support that plan.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna go down eventually, yes, but how long is it? Well, how long will it take to go down? Is the question.
It'll take an
How long does it take?
it will take an hour for this room to fill up, and it can probably drain in a quarter of that time.
All right. Well, I mean, we could just post up outside and then wait.
We could do that.
Because it's gonna take us that long to dig through the other rubble, and we have to get back there first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm cool with that.
Okay, so you guys are going to wait.
I mean, she said it, so I was like, "Yep, that makes sense."
I mean, I know you're rolling for wandering monsters, but I just don't know where they'll come from.
That's part of the thing. But what I will do, and I will let's see, I'll just go in order of the camera. So Borman is 1, Malachi is 2, Dentry is 3, Jackson is 4, Mavis is 5, and Alora is 6. It is Borman. Borman coming out, so you step in the poop stream, and you get a rot grub.
Do I have to save?
No.
Have to fight it or burn it off of you?
Yeah, I think you gotta. Let me double check. Let me read the entry.
Can I catch a rot grub?
Depending on how you decide to do it, I don't see why not.
For science?
They burrow rapidly into flesh, seeking the heart, cause death in 1d3 rounds. Or, I'm sorry, 1d3 turns. So, 1 turn. So, in 10 minutes, it will kill Borman. Applying fire in the first 2 rounds after contact kills the grubs. This inflicts 1d6 damage on the victim, or you could use a cure disease.
But there's no save for the grubs. It's just I got the grub.
You got the grub, yeah.
Yeah, then let's burn it.
Okay.
And I will hold.
The burning, you take 6 points of damage.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right. You're immune to fire, huh?
Yep.
That's right.
Damn. Good for you. That's
Cross
person
brand.
too.
Okay, and then I'm calculating the time here. Oh, there's another one. This time, Malachi gets a rot grub.
Borman will hand Malachi the frost brand and say, "Here, hold this," and then we will burn it out.
Okay, so not a bad idea. So the room
Where the hell was he when we had them the last time?
Yeah, well, man, I just now found the fucking counter spell to fucking rot grubs. Okay, is I hand whoever catches them my sword, and we burn the rot grubs, and there the problem's done.
Right. So it has been an hour. The bowl will now start to clear itself. Mavis gets a rot grub.
And we will have Mavis hold the sword.
Okay.
She's not using it; she just hold it, and we will burn Mavis.
Okay. So you take care of the rot grubs, and it has been you give it another 30 minutes, and you don't know if the room is empty or not. You'll have to open the door, but you do all hear the sound of a click or really the sound of some metal grinding on stone, and then you hear a click from the door again.
Let's give it 10 minutes and then do it. You know what I mean? Let's give it 10 minutes and then push on the door. Let's
Yeah,
give it
I'm
a
fine
little
with waiting a
extra
second.
time to drain. You know?
I support that.
Okay.
What's 10 minutes, right? What's at this point, really, what's 10 minutes?
So you give it another 10 minutes, and the door is no longer stuck. And you open the door, and you see that the floor there is no acid, but the floor is steaming.
Well, let's let the fucking steam. Yeah, let's wait for that steam to end. There's no reason to touch it now, right?
Well, I mean it's well, I don't know if steaming. It's not. It's not
You guys
like.
want me to rinse? I can rinse it off with that tanker that makes. I can have it make a seawater or whatever if anybody's concerned about.
Would that make the
washing
floor
away
like
acid.
crazy slippery? Slip and slide.
Jug of
the best
endless
idea
liquids,
I
give me
had.
mayonnaise. So, okay, so Alora or Mavis pours some of the salt water from the jug, and the floor isn't hot. The steam is from the vaporizing effects of the acid. There's no acid left on the floor. You don't have to worry about the steam.
Awesome.
I'll trust you on that, and yeah, let's go across and leave the chest alone.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You can move. You can move your exploration movement rate. I would think it's six. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 60 would be here, and the door is unlocked, and you can see that this passage leads back down, much the same as the previous package. There is some, crystals growing in here, and you can see that this slope passage from this sewer inlet, the liquid refuse does connect back up all the way to the main western passage.
That wraps that's everything here in the treasure thing, right?
Well, you don't know.
Okay. I guess
your treasure map, it was X marks the spot, but only on the street grate that led you into here. So all you know is that it must be down here somewhere.
Got so much stuff. I feel like we're.
Yeah, I feel like we made good money here, but
absolutely.
Yeah,
let's. I would like the records to show that Borman was satisfied with the amount of loot.
Right? Yeah, the thief was satisfied with the amount of loot that you got.
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of thinking that this place stinks and it's miserable, and we keep, getting infected with worms, and we got a lot of treasure, and quite frankly, I don't think I want to get worms in my poop.
Go ahead and move your exploration movement rate.
That's another 60.
I'm gonna go all the way down to the other great.
So you
Hopefully, a lore.
So you find this portcullis is locked with a heavy iron padlock.
All right, just give me a moment.
Should have scooped up some of that acid.
Yeah, you guys can keep moving your exploration movement, right?
All right. 1, 2,
5, 6.
Right
So it
around
looks like
here.
another 2 turns to get all the way to the end.
Then that puts us all there, and I can pick the lock.
Yes,
I think I can.
Okay, and you are good for another 10-minute break. It has been another hour just traversing. But yes, you pick the lock, and Dentry, you can roll. You've got 4 and 6 to lift this rusty iron portcullis.
That's light work.
Yeah.
Just like that.
All right, so yeah, Jackson. Well, hold on. So Dentry is. I mean, I don't mean this disparagingly. Is just a fighter.
Isn't true.
But Jackson's
just a ranger.
Well, actually, though, hold
on. Right?
I'm not just a ranger. I'm a Valspian ranger.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And Borman would be up there as well. So, let's see.
Borman is a fighter thief.
Jackson, you can roll tracking.
Ooh.
Dentry has a 1 in 6 chance. Dentry can roll a d6.
Just at it. Oof.
Okay, so
I
didn't
see nothing.
And Borman's
going to try to hear noise.
Okay.
He would have heard any noise.
But yeah, Borman can also. Let's see here.
Put points on that shit.
Really? I'm just looking
Notice
at
I picked.
these.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
looking
did
at
that instead of coming in a pickpocket.
Yeah, Borman has a 1 in 6 chance as well.
All right.
Okay.
No, just 4, but I'm listening.
So you're listening. And you're not really hearing much of anything over the sound of the sewage getting dumped out from this pipe into the harbor. But Jackson, you see that there are footprints in the muck of the sewer floor that come over and they stop at this wall right here where there's a patch of mushrooms.
Gotta go look for secret.
I would like to point out to the party that while footprints should be going north from here, they go south from here.
Well, let's follow
them.
Out
is north.
Yeah, let's follow them and see what we can come up with.
You should probably look for secrets or traps or something.
Yep, that's the idea. Let's go to where the tracks end and look for traps.
The only issue with your guys' party, with the exception of Dentry, you have a lack of diversity. You have a bunch of humans in your party, and so you don't get some of these better rolls for finding secret doors and things. But Alora, Malachi, and Mavis, you can all roll a d6.
Got a 4 and a 6.
1
Okay.
and a 5.
So which was it, Alora or was it Mavis that got the one?
Oh yeah, Laura. I usually go alphabetical.
So indeed, Alora. Find my correct color here. Make it a suitable size.
Do we have an alchemist in the group?
No.
No.
So
I mean, I
Alora,
make alcohol. That's like alchemy.
yeah, that's kind of yeah. Alora does indeed behind this. That's a little big, isn't it? There we go. She does find a secret door behind the mushrooms.
No.
Is it trapped?
Uh,
I would, in theory, see traps that are there.
so you find a cluster of foul mushrooms. The stench of rotting meat hangs in the air, and as does a puff of spores. Everybody roll a d6.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I got a 4 and a 4.
Who got the 2?
Gentry.
And Alora got a 2, and Mavis got a 1. Okay, so as you guys get closer, these foul mushrooms that smell like rotting meat, Dentry, Mavis, and Alora, they all puff a cloud of spores, and you each take 1 point of damage from poison. But
All right.
Borman, you do not find any traps, and you find that the stone wall here pivots, like a central pivot or a central shaft, and it kind of makes a bifurcated entryway. And let me group you guys up so that I can copy and paste your tokens.
Copy pasta.
Oh, you've got a new map? We go new map.
Yes.
Ooh. Girl.
That back there. Ew. Okay. I didn't realize you were this far.
We were what?
I didn't realize you were this far along, and I didn't put a new map up. So,
Oh.
why is this? That's weird.
So you
Anyways,
remember that
It's because we
were-
survived the acid pit better than he thought. He wasn't ready for that to go so well.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember last week we're talking about we were going to hire a chef, a cook. You know, we need to also find an alchemist to make alchemical chemical wash.
well, you did.
So that way,
You did actually already hire a chef. You told Zackley the kobold to go back to
Oh yeah.
to go back to the
to our
We have
castle.
exactly.
to the castle.
Castle Brown.
Yeah, but that's cooking there. Right? We'll see. I'm just saying we
We
do
got
need
the
to.
mirror. She can come through and cook occasionally.
Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do. Is the cobalt will come through the mirror in the 10-minute thing and serve us our food, you know, and then just go back and chill in the safety of the Braunhaven home castle, and can give us reports and all of that, so we can eat well. I mean, it's important. We're starting to get kind of rich. We should no longer be eating rations.
I mean, I feel like at least once a day we should use that mirror for that. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we could.
I don't know how many times you can use the mirror. So.
Oh, we can use it like once a day. I mean.
Oh. So.
We just
That
use it to
unloading
grab up
treasure.
treasure.
So it's kind of like maybe at the start of the day we get a good meal to start the day, or end of the day we get a good meal to end the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we can have both.
I mean, we have to kind of plan it out because if she's going to be cooking us the meal, she's got to know when it is.
That's right.
That's true.
Can't just be like, show up and like, hey, make us food in 10 minutes.
All right.
Just getting
Oh,
your
yeah.
tokens
Oh,
to be a suitable size for this particular map.
Ooh. Sewer tomb. That's where I want to be buried.
Okay.
And we were going to stop in the sewers.
We can use it 3 times a day.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah,
a breakfast, lunch, and
because-
dinner teleport right there.
Yeah, because you can scry up. Yeah, you can use it to scry up to 3 times a day. And it's that scrying that gets you to where you're wanting to dimension travel.
You know, I think twice a day is better. We do it twice a day, save one for emergencies.
Yeah, because
We don't want to be like, well, I guess if the third one's dinner, we'll miss dinner if we have an emergency. We can use it for breakfast and lunch and just lose out on our emergency roll if we need it.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind rations.
We are now eating really good on our adventures.
So you see this behind this pivoting door. You see that there is a long shaft, about 10 feet wide, that descends. 210 feet, and it is a constant descent, and you can see that there are. Well, you can't see a whole lot because it is pitch black down here.
Malachi's got a lantern.
So the reason why I put you guys over here is that you can decide what your marching order is, who's going in first, and who's going to be last, because this corridor is only 10 feet wide. So you could conceivably...
Kind of like 2 wide?
Yeah, it's probably about 2 characters wide.
I feel like Dentry with the infravision should be one of the front runners.
Yeah, Dentry and Borman can go up front because I need to look for traps on these stairs and shit.
Those will be in back.
Yeah, so Malachi will be in back.
So the first thing that Dentry you've got what, infravision to 60 feet?
Yep.
So you see that right here, this is before you even get too far down in here, you see that there is a heavy stone door.
I got a 3 for... Oh, sorry.
The stone door that leads to the east. When you get to it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that there's another one of these heavy stone doors further down the stairs. You don't find any traps.
All right. Then I want to look for traps on the door.
Okay. Wow. Well, if there was a trap, you would have found it.
Is the door locked?
It is not, but it is exceptionally heavy. It's going to require somebody with decent strength to open, or 2 characters. If 2 characters are moving, whoever's doing the main lifting gets a +1.
I will.
Or,
I'm
sorry, a -1 to their roll.
Yeah, I'll help Dentry.
Okay, so Dentry, roll a d6 -1. And
4.
The 4 just gets it. Dentry opens this stone door, and you see that there's a 12-foot long hall that leads to another stone door.
Need to go
Do we
in
have
there.
to brace this door, or is it just like open?
No, it's just open.
Cool.
Is
Wash and
there
repeat. After he
traps
checks.
on the second? Yeah. Look for traps. Got a 1.
Did you check the pathway too? We're checking everything. All of
All right.
the things.
And then I'm checking the pathway too.
Okay,
Good,
so
good. Making sure.
You do not find any traps. You can rinse and repeat to get this door open, so Dentry can... Yeah, Dentry has no problem. So in here...
Light doors.
Yes.
People even lock their doors anymore. Just push
Why-
them open with them.
There's no need in locking doors when we're coming around. Why waste our time and anger us?
This is true. We can really open anything.
We broke into the king's vault. Just saying. Well,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
yeah, he probably doesn't want us talking about that in mixed company.
Yeah, well, you guys have had your shenanigans. So, opening this this door, this entire area has a damp stone floor. In here, there is a 6-foot ceiling, and you see that there are 2 stone sarcophagi on the east wall, and in this room on these stone walls, there are badly damaged murals from what you can actually taste it in the air. That it's salt water from the Dragon Sea that is kind of dripping through here, and the salt water has damaged these murals. But looking, there's still enough of these murals left that you can see that it depicts a terrifying, like, story of Salhagen coming out of the Dragon Sea and raiding a coastal village.
What an odd scenery to put on your wall. These guys must be evil. Let's tell that to Mavis as we loot their coffins.
Because they're evil, that's okay to loot the dead.
They do not deserve to have treasures from the afterlife, and so therefore, we're gonna step on in here.
Okay.
And look for some traps on the.
Oh yeah, where's
one.
that spring rod thing we have that like busts stuff open, right?
Yeah, we can open
Stilts of the Jester.
Yeah, that's what we open sarcophagi with, so we can,
Yeah, you're totally using the stilts of the Jester in an unapproved way. But the stilts do their job, and you pop open these sarcophagi. Inside of the sarcophagus, there is a tightly wrapped, mummified creature. But I mean, it's mummy. It's a mummy, so it's hard to really tell what it was. Clearly, it wasn't human though. Each one is wearing a fossilized, or it's wearing a necklace made of fossilized coral that are worth 700 gold pieces each.
Okay, so 2 necklaces that are coralized. $700 each.
Yes, and and then I need to find this guy because I think I'm going to give you a picture. Yeah. There are these creatures inside the sarcophagus. They appear to be a bloated yellowish white blob of rubbery flesh with spidery legs of black and gold. 2 long, sharp, curving mandibles protrude from the center, and they're glossy black and hollow. And they are used, of course, to pierce prey's flesh and bone, and siphoning off your gooey insides.
You can definitely sell these off as evil.
And these look. I will show you what they look like. They are right hideous, and they're too good not to show. I missed out on getting in on the Kickstarter for Tome of Essential Horrors Volume 2.
Oh.
So I'm
sorry.
gonna have to wait for that to become available on drive-through, because they are these books are really good. That's what they look like.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow. Ooh.
And there are 5 in each of these sarcophagi.
They're dead?
No. I mean, not yet.
Oh, we're rolling initiative then?
Yes. Hold on, I'm just making a token. But yes, you can go ahead and put in your initial. Oh, I need to redo your guys' Okay, there you go.
They're coming out of the sarcophagus?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just what a sad day when people put monsters inside perfectly good treasure containers.
Receptacles.
Yeah, man. I mean, they bury their dead in peace. We shouldn't have to kill them. Oh, there's 10 of them.
Okay. So the bone needles.
Wow, we rolled bad.
Yeah, you did. Yes,
Mhm.
you did.
When Borman gets a 3, something's wrong.
Man, this
So
is as low as I can get. I got a +2 to the fucking roll.
I know, that's what I'm saying. When you get
Yeah.
a 3,
God.
we're rolling bad.
10, 20. These guys, well, they're just gonna kind of swarm each of you. And they.
We are invisible.
Oh, that's true. Because you opened the lids, each swarm. They don't see you. They are swarming out of the sarcophagi and swarming around. It is up to you what you want to do about that, Allura. Oh, actually, though, they are surprised. Borman and Dentry roll a d6. I forgot to have you guys roll for surprise.
2.
Borman is surprised. What about?
We're all surprised.
Yeah, you guys are both surprised. So, and the bone needles are surprised. Laura, you would hear from coming in here. You would hear probably Borman and Dentry be like, Jesus Christ, jumping back from the swarm of bone needles. What would Alora like to do?
I'm getting over here, and I see them.
Fireball!
Let's blast it. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. What can I do from here? My goodness. They don't have testicles.
They do not have testicles. They are testicles.
They are a testicle. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, do you have witch lightning?
I do not. Yeah. I have pain, but I think that's a touch spell.
Pain?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I believe that's in. Let me look at that. That is in the witch. Oktoberfest. And it says.
I used the ring of telekinesis before too. I'm gonna see about that. Maybe I could change my rings out.
Yeah, so with that, you could push them away, for instance. But let me look at the witch spell list here.
I did use the ring of telekinesis to push all those dead bugs away from us. How big are these things again? They're little, right?
They are. Let's see. I mean, they're the central clump is maybe the size of a softball.
Okay.
But looking at pain, pain. One creature is plagued by hallucinations of extreme pain unless a save versus paralysis is made. The creature wreathes on the ground with the following effects. Any dex bonus to AC is lost. All attacks against the creature get a +2. All saves made by the creature are at -2 for every 3 rounds under the effects of pain. The creature takes 1d8 points of damage. So every 3 rounds, it would take an additional d8.
Not very useful here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put on a ring of telekinesis.
Okay. So let me. Actually, it might.
It's not in the thing.
Oh, did we not put it in here?
Maybe it used to be there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's very possible. Okay. Well, I will fix that.
Can you close the sarcophagus?
Well, they've already swarmed you.
Yeah. Yeah, they're swarming out.
It's gross.
I mean, the only obvious answer is, if you find a spider, is you got to burn the house down.
Mm-hmm.
So it says. There you go. So yeah, up to 2,000 coins. That's quite a bit of weight. You can move. You can move something up to 20 feet per round. So 2 of these squares. Targeted creature may save versus spells to resist, and you have to maintain concentration on it, so you wouldn't be able to cast another spell.
Okay, that's fine. I'll try and smoosh them against the wall.
Okay.
Get them off my friends.
All right, so they get a save versus spell. Yeah, I would think that you would be able to get all 5 of these. I mean, with 2,000 coins worth of weight, you could get 5 here or 5 down here. Are you going for the north or south?
North.
Okay. So they need to get a 16 or better. And they roll a nat 1.
Wow.
Yeah, so with a nat 1, I was going to roll d4 for damage, but they failed so completely, utterly, that these guys all do exactly what you want. They smash up against the wall and just pop. Like,
Oh, gross.
yeah, gross little bugs. So they
Okay, I'm
are
gonna
done.
keep the telekinesis going on and put the control humans in my pocket because I don't think we're gonna run into that many humans down here.
Yeah. So, Borman is surprised, Dentry is surprised. Mavis, what would you like to do?
I'll run up to see what's going on. Are these 5 foot squares, right?
These are 10-foot squares.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll double move.
Okay.
There, that's as far as I can get.
So, yeah, from here, you can see, you know, in the darkness, you can see that something's going on in there. I mean, you can see shapes moving around, but you can't really see too much more than that. Malachi.
Yep. Malachi is gonna 10, 20, 30, 40. He's gonna get here in the hallway and that's his turn, I guess.
Okay.
And I can double move, I guess. So
Yeah.
10, 20, 30. Get right there, I guess. That's where I'll go.
Okay. So yeah, you get in here and you can see enough that or with your eye you can see that there's goo dripping off of this northwest corner or northeast
I've got
corner.
a lantern in my hand.
Yeah, and you can see that there are these disgusting creatures over here swarming out. Jackson, what would you like to do?
I heard my people scream. I run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I end up next to Dentry,
All right,
and I whisper lovingly in his ear, "Gotcha, buddy."
Okay. What are you? You can make an attack.
I sure will.
And I'll give you, because you are invisible, I'll give you a +2 to that attack as well.
All right. I mean, I like it. I just go for a little like quickness on a Vorpal. Okay. I feel like the Vorpal's almost overkill for these things, but whatever.
Well, they don't really have a
you give me
head, so
true. You said you give me a +1, was it?
+2.
+2. Ah, probably needed. They're probably small and hard to hit home.
13. That hits.
Oh, hey. Okay. I mean, I guess they don't have armor.
Yeah. I mean, their size is factored into their AC, but they're not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you reach out with the Vorpal and you stab through this gooey central mass, and it starts to gush out of this wound like this sticky yellow, almost like pus, and it lets out a shriek and kind of flinches back, but it's still up and moving around. The bone needles. They are. They are now swarming around. Let's see. 3 are going to attack Jackson. Let's see here. So they are Thaco 18. First attack on Jackson is a miss. Second attack on Jackson. Oof, is a miss. What is it? 18. Now, they hit AC 5. So on Jackson, all 3 of them miss. And then there are 2 that are going to attack Malachi. Oh, that was so close. Ugh, and they suck and do nothing. They all try to attack, and you guys are just dodging out of these 2, fangs that are trying to suck the marrow from your bones.
Told you
Alora,
that dodgeball class would come in handy.
right? Alora, what would you like to do? It's all that dodging
And
ranges.
I'm still concentrating, I think.
Well, you don't have to. I mean, you killed him, so you could break concentration at this point.
Okay, I'll just try and smoosh one of them with my with the rod of parrying, since that's been
Sure.
really lucky for me
Yeah,
so far.
you've been doing pretty damn good with that rod of parrying. I mean, it's essentially a +2 mace, so
Yeah,
that's going to hit for
okay,
sure.
cool.
Oof. So you bring the rod of parrying down and leave a big yellow pussy gooey smash in the top of one, but it is not quite dead yet. Borman,
Okay.
Borman, you are now unsurprised and still invisible. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna flip right over here and try to backstab this guy.
Okay, go for a backstab. Because you're invisible, you get a +2.
A 10. Hit.
It might actually.
That goes 17.
It does hit. It does
Alright.
hit. Shit.
So 6 plus 2 is 8 times 2 is 16.
Yeah. You I mean, I'm not sure how that works, but you backstab the shit out of this bone needle, and it kind of curls its legs up and just oozes out onto the floor. Dentry. Oh, you're muted, Dentry.
Damn it. I had a whole thing. I was like, after I overcome my fear and surprise and I shriek like a schoolboy, I will then swing my sword.
Yes. Which one are you swinging on? You got one
Whichever one is closest.
You got one in
Well,
front, one in behind. I mean, you could hit any of these. You could hit any of them, really.
I'll just go with the one that's over the coffin.
Okay.
This one.
Okay. Well, that is a hit.
Sweet.
Ugh.
It is very badly wounded. In
Couldn't get a
fact,
kill. Damn.
In fact, ew, they got really good morale. Yeah, they succeed on their morale check. They must be hungry. Mavis, what would you like to do?
Run in and help, hopefully. Try smishing this one next to Laura.
Okay, this one right here, yeah. An 11 hits. Yeah, you bring your warhammer down and smash this one into the floor. It's just it is, there's more of this yellow sticky goo. Malachi.
There's an injured one out there, isn't there?
See, this one is injured, and this one is injured. This one is full.
I'm gonna go after this one right here in front of Dentry.
Okay.
With a magic missile.
Okay.
Bear the mark of your transgressions. Take 2 points of damage.
Well, that is enough. This one, the magic missile hits it and it explodes, splattering yellowish sticky goo on the wall. Jackson. You're muted again.
Is the one that I attacked first still alive, or did he just kill that one?
He killed that one, but this one is also injured.
Then that's the one that I will go for.
That's a hit. Yeah. So you swing the Vorpal again and slice it in two, and it oozes out onto the floor. The one bone needle that is left, probably rethinking its life decisions, but it decides to stay the course.
What's it going to do?
Hunger is a powerful motivator.
And it is going to... Man, I think it's going to try to attack Dentry. Ooh. Hits AC 1. That's probably not enough.
Work.
Yeah, what's Dentry's AC?
-2 or 3, one of the two.
Yeah, I know you're way up there. So, its fangs clink off of your armor, and it does not penetrate. Laura, what would you like to do?
I could try and kill it. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. A 9.
I know.
I don't know.
It hits. It fucking hits.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, shit. And you smash it into goo. It is dead.
Okay.
That is all that is in this tomb.
Well,
I don't think
no
you
loot
guys,
to be had by the bodies.
You know what? You are correct.
We're more concerned with the bodies. Than
this was their home. So.
Oh, we got to do some rolls.
Yeah.
And there was 10 of them.
1, 2, 3. They have group treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rolls on type V. Who wants to make first percentage check?
Gamma's got to get the first one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She took out 5 of them in one hit.
Nothing.
Well, I just did it because I'm used to it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay.
That's
3 counts.
That is something. Let's see.
It better be, because if a 3 doesn't count, I give up on rolling for treasure.
Holy shit. You find 88 electrum pieces.
Sweet.
Cool.
Got it.
Hold on, I have to add this up for your XP.
Freeze. Shit.
Next roll.
I guess I'll go then.
Yeah.
Nothing. Next roll.
Is it my turn now, I guess?
You got this.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Next roll.
Cameron's the one. Yeah.
Let's do that now.
Nothing. Next roll. Nothing. And last roll.
Oh, these are low rolls. Okay.
Nothing.
Copycat.
Sorry.
All
But
right.
Hey, we trying. We're
Yeah.
trying. It's okay.
If that's everything in here, we don't need a rest or anything?
Not yet.
Okay, then I guess we're gonna make our way down to this next little.
Got this.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
move your exploration movement rate. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Do we want to take 10 minutes to re-invis, or do we need more than 10 minutes?
No, it's just 10 minutes to re-invis.
I like that plan.
It takes that long. For us to move 60 feet.
Okay. So yeah, there's another one of these stone doors here.
All right, I'm gonna.
We have re-invised ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can re-invis. Okay. So Dentry can roll a d6 plus 1. Yeah, you get the first stone door open. There is once again about a 12-foot long hallway that leads to another stone door.
Yeah, looking for traps in the hallway, and I got a 2. And if I don't see any, I'll look for them on the other door where I got a 1.
Yeah, there
So
are no
I'll do-
traps. And you get the second door open. And in this room, or in this tomb, the stone doors are cracked and almost falling apart, but they're still heavy. The floor, there's on the floor in this tomb, there's about a foot deep of seawater that is dripping down the walls from the ceiling, and it has flooded the floor. There are 2 stone sarcophagi towards the western wall, and they are they've taken some pretty bad water damage.
They still need to be opened up and their contents inspected to make sure that, the corpses still have ample padding in their slumber. This is a quality control measure that all good adventurers will do. They come across the dead.
Yes. So you gonna use the stilts again?
Yeah. We would call it stilting them off.
Stilting them off. So you pop open the stilts function for you. You pop open the stone sarcophagus, and you don't find any treasure inside. All that's sitting inside are badly decayed Salhagan mummies that crumble into like a muddy pulp if you touch them. And that's it. That's all that's in
Yeah. Well, they deserve to be flooded. If they were worth anything, they would have had treasure down here.
there.
I guess we're continuing on. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
let's
move
do
your
it.
exploration movement rate.
Somewhere
I
down
always
there.
bury the bigwigs at the end of the hall.
So at the end of the hall,
I'm rolling for traps. I should find them.
You don't find any traps, but there is a ornate stone door, and it is carved with uh, a script in a language that you probably haven't seen before, unless anybody can speak Salhagen.
We can use the helm of read languages.
That's true.
I
Don't
need
you?
to.
Yeah, don't you have like a helm of languages or something like that?
Hooray!
Yeah, we need to get Mavis down there though.
So Mavis uses the helm,
Back
and
in the
this nearly incomprehensible to most people. She is able to read it, and it says, "Herein lies the great leader of our people and the chosen of the drowned child, Baron Sagwa."
Kill it dead. Kill it
Now
dead.
you remember that drowned child is that outcast god that sucked. This thing
Oh,
might be.
oh wow. Are
Uh,
we
So-
that out of fast enough to fight that?
So you know that the Salhagen were the first creatures created by the drowned child, and they were essentially mutated sea elves.
Ooh.
I mean,
Are you guys prepared?
I guess so. The main thing I want to know is like, how much do you think this door is worth? I mean, now think about it. We could take two strong people and and we could wheel it into our vault and maybe repurpose it. If it's really ornate, I guess it's got this fucked up language on there, but if people can't read it, we can tell them it says whatever we want.
That's true.
Yeah, use it in our own castle.
So these,
I'm just joking.
I was gonna say, I mean, I don't. If you want to carry a door out, I mean,
Oh no, we would scry and put it right through the
Just-
mirror into our vault, man.
dump it into the
Mhm.
Yeah, we just got to carry it like 10 feet and then dump it, and then we would have claimed it. I was really being sarcastic about trying to get things of value to get experience. It was
So this door is not super heavy, and it seems like it's well balanced. For whoever
well,
wants-
balanced door has greater value than one that's not. I tell you that. I'm helping. I don't know why I'm rolling.
So
I'm helping.
I was assuming you don't find any traps. You open this up, and inside you see that in the middle of the room there is a large sarcophagus made of fossilized coral. The lid has been carved into the likeness of a Salhagen noble. It is large and is sculpted from rainbow hues of this fossilized coral polished to a glass-like surface. There are 4 coral pillars that have been carved into the with rainbow colors to a glass-like sheen, and when light hits them, it causes the light to reflect around the room in like an oily rainbow. And there is a mural on the walls of this tomb that depicts a Salhagen empire under the sea with throngs of humans bound in chains as slaves.
Yeah.
I bet these people had pride. All these rainbow things just scream to me of a proud people. Ah,
Could be.
yeah. Well, I guess we need to go
I
in and
say
start
we're
looking.
gonna open the thing, but we should all be like within like maybe 10 feet back from it, but we can all just rush it and hit whatever comes out because there's gonna be something in this stupid thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
But don't
I
stand right
agree.
next to it.
and what are these again?
Pillars.
Pillars.
They're coral
Pillars.
pillars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we can stand behind it.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Get in here and I'm gonna be next to the healer where the brave stand.
Okay.
All right, here we are.
And Borman will kind of be over here with Dentry, and we'll just look for traps.
Yes.
But if there are no traps, we're gonna gesture the lid off.
Okay. The stilts strain under trying to open the lid and break.
Shit.
Oh, so
You
they're like
gestured
not
off so
usable
hard.
ever again.
Nope, they are done.
Oh, well,
Hey,
that really.
let me mend that shit.
Yeah. Oh, you can mend it.
Yeah, later, but
Okay.
Well, you can mend them, but they will no longer function the way they once did. They'll work as stilts, but
But
they
not
won't be
as
able
much.
to. They won't be able to jump or change size or anything like that.
That's all right. We got a lot of use out of them.
We really did.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
Pass me the crowbar. I'll do this the old-fashioned way.
doing it the old-fashioned way.
All right, Dentry, go ahead and make a roll a d6.
I'm helping him.
Oh, you're helping him. Okay,
Hell yeah.
so yeah, the two of you get this lid off, and indeed, go.
I know it.
There is a skeleton inside, but it is slightly larger than some of the skeletons you've seen in the past, and it is dressed, well, it is wearing like scale mail armor, and you see that around its top of its skull, it is wearing a uh, a crown-like circlet, and it, of course, sits up. And you also see inside that there is a small pile of treasure, and that this skeleton is actually wielding a trident.
Is the skeleton totally void of flesh, or does it have like some fleshy rot hanging off of it?
It's completely void of flesh. Maybe yeah, I guess there's some bits and pieces. Like it does have some stringy like seaweed like hair on top. And it doesn't appear to be a human skeleton. Your guess would be that it is a Salhagen skeleton. But anyways, everybody roll initiative.
Damn.
Entry at Jackson, that's rough.
We're just gonna chill down here at the bottom of the stack.
Alora, seeing this skeleton, it really reminds you a lot of like a warrior version of a lich.
Ooh, that's spooky. Yeah.
Jackson wants nowhere near this thing. I've been drained of a level once before. I don't want nothing to do with no draining levels of nothing.
So yeah. So everybody, every character needs to roll a save versus spells. Oh wait, if you are, is there anybody who is level 5 or less?
I don't think so.
I don't think any of you are level 5 or less. So never mind. You don't need to do that. The skeleton warrior. Does not see Gentry or Jackson. I'm not going to make you guys make a surprise roll because you took plenty of precautions. You knew that something was in here. The skeleton warrior is going to 20, 30 run up here and try to stabby stab your necromancer. What does a spear do? Because it's the same as a. So it does one.
Does Gentry get a free attack?
I will say, yeah, Dentry and Borman both can make a free attack at a +2 because you are invisible and it was unaware of you.
Would it count as a backstab for me?
It could, yes.
It was so close.
That is a miss.
That's not.
But that's not. That is a hit.
So that is 20 points of damage.
Okay, so you reach out and backstab the skeleton warrior, and it kind of lets out this shriek. And if you were 5th level or less, you would have to save versus spells or be under the effects of a cause fear in a 30-foot radius around this thing. I mean, it is just terrifying. But you're a little bit hardier. I've seen this shit before. It is going to attack Malachi. And it is Thaco 10.
AC 5. It hit me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it did. It rolled off the charts.
It's going to take 2 points of damage from my bone armor.
Okay. Bone on bone.
Yeah, but that's not going to fucking do shit.
And it comes up to Malachi and just sticks him with this this magical trident for 7 points of damage.
Okay, I can handle that for a little while.
All right, Malachi, what would you like to do?
He's all armored up and everything, isn't he?
Yep, he's wearing some scale mail. And the scale mail, it's not metallic. It looks like it is also made out of like coral and whatnot.
Yeah. I am going to cast Pass Undead upon myself.
Ooh,
well,
okay.
I don't know. No. This thing's got to be more than 6 hit die.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But you did say it had flesh on it. And I will try to touch it and cast DK with the intention to harm undead.
Okay. Go ahead.
So.
Does he get a save on that?
No, I have to touch him.
Okay, so you have to make a. And that
I got a 20.
That is going to hit, I believe. Well.
That goes 17.
Yes, that hits.
Then he'll take 6 points of decay damage.
Okay. And so the fleshy bits that are left on him now kind of rot off of his skeletal body. And he's still going.
Just wait until you meet my healer.
Laura, what would you like to do?
I'll try to smack it. I don't have anything particularly good against undead.
You got bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And a nat 20?
Yeah, girl.
Fuck you say you ain't got nothing.
So max damage.
That'd be 10.
10.
It's a weird, I think.
Okay, so yeah, Laura smacks him in the back of the skull with her rod of parrying, and you can see like cracks form in the bone of his skull. You know, you mess him up pretty good. I don't remember now. Shit. Oh well. All
Did he
right.
take? Did the bludgeoning device look extra good?
It didn't look like it did any additional.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but fuck it, you
That
got.
that whole thing really came about around. I think that probably came about around second edition, where they delineated between, with skeletons piercing damage versus bludgeoning or slashing damage.
I'm
Borman.
gonna slide a little bit this way to give Dentry easier access to our friend,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to fuck this dude up with my fucking Frostbrand. Hit him once, but I did not hit him the second time.
Okay.
But he felt me.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
he felt me last time. So
Mavis, what would you like to do?
I want to get that Mace of Disruption and try and hit it with that. I doubt he's scared of my holy symbol. So
Yeah, he is immune to turning. Cannot be turned by clerics or paladins.
good call,
Yeah,
Mavis. I'm
I
not
think he's
fucking.
awesome.
Yeah, good call on knowing your limits.
So so just as a refresher, this is a +1 mace disrupting, and mace inflicts double damage and has a chance of destroying the monster. They get a save versus death or be annihilated. So go ahead and make your attack.
Get a nat 20.
Let's see.
17.
Mavis is our highest level character.
Misses. Shit.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
All
he uses his trident and blocks your mace of disruption. And
Which one?
Jackson, what would you like to do?
Jackson, seeing the martial nature of this character and their ability to attack well, says, "Let me get between Laura and it, just in case it decides to turn around and attack one of our people." And well, I don't even know if Alora's there. I just see an open path, probably. Or
No,
Alora-
you would
okay.
see her by now because she made an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like skeletons. Skeletons don't need heads. Ugh.
Well, you got a good Thaco, but this, I don't know.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
gonna hit.
I don't
That's
know
not
what
gonna
his
do it.
AC is.
I will let you know. This guy has AC -1. It's probably one of the
Wow.
toughest armor classes you guys have fought so far.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever fought something -1.
Dentry.
Dentry will mock Jackson for swinging at the air and instead come up and show him how it's done.
Okay.
Are you even trying? Never mind that I missed my first attack. Oh,
Oof.
shit. Wow.
Even with
Okay.
even with Thaco 14, that is a mess.
That's... I'm surprised I didn't hit somebody else at that point.
The skeleton warrior laughs like Skeletor, and then is going to. Shit. Well, it would go for Alora because she smacked it with a nat 20, but it has to go through Jackson, so it is going to make an attack on Jackson.
It'll take a -2 to that attack because Dentry attacked it.
That is true. So,
That's what I'm talking about. Rules lawyer.
a
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
a 16 hits way lower than like shit. That would be like -6 AC. So he hits, and
Holy shit!
Jackson is going to take 3 points of damage. He skewers you with all 3 prongs of the trident.
Ow. 3 points of damage.
Malachi, what would you like to do?
Malachi is going to do a fighting withdraw.
Okay, so you can make an attack and move half your movement rate, or half your encounter movement rate.
I will swing with my +1 dagger.
Okay.
Yep, missing.
Yes.
But fulfilling my requirements to back the fuck up.
Not get stabbed again. Laura, what would you like to do?
Your other banana?
Let's see. Everybody run away. Man,
You want everyone
did
to run
anybody get
away?
hurt? No, I don't. I just
Jackson
Didn't do
needs
anything.
healing. Jackson needs healing.
Okay.
He didn't heal between the last combat, so he's down quite a lot actually.
Okay. Oh, okay. You got 2 back. I'm sorry.
It was 2.
All right. That's 2 hit points you didn't have before.
Absolutely.
Yo, it's funny in the old school games, 2 hit points in 5e is like, that's nothing. But in an old school Essentials game, that could mean the difference between life and death. I mean, two's a lot considering, how brutal some of this combat can be. Borman.
Borman is going to keep on keeping on.
All right. Swing with that Frostbrand.
Yeah. 22.
Oh, that hits, yes.
Yeah, so 3 points of damage.
All right. So, yeah, you swing out with that Frostbrand and you see icy chips of bone come flying off of him. Mavis. I'm gonna try with that.
Well, the Mason disruption didn't go very well.
Well, I mean, you could try it again, and I mean, he would have to make. What did I say that was? He would have to make a death save or be utterly annihilated, and his death save is 6, so he has to get a 6 or better. But that's still a pretty good chance.
I rolled like a 17 in this though, so that's like.
Yeah, you got to get an 18, 19, or 20.
I think I'll just use my only level 5 spell and do Flame Strike.
Okay,
Yes.
that fucking works too.
Fucking
Yeah. So he gets a
Save for half type thing, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that is right. That's a level 5, you said?
Yeah.
Spells are on page 35 of A Treatise of Magic Spells. It says, Cleric calls forth a column of golden fire that descends from the heavens to a 5-foot radius area within 60 feet, dealing 1d6 damage per level of the cleric. Creatures in the target area must make a save versus spells for half. And he needs to get a 10 or better for half damage. Oh my god, 11. So he will take half. You get 1d6 per level.
I'm feeling the fight. I'm feeling it this time. This is a bit more of a fight.
Yeah.
So I'm level 8.
That's 8d6.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No, not
Okay.
6 plus 8. You would roll 8 6-sided dice. So roll 7
Oh my
more of
gosh,
those.
I messed up the which thing I increased. Okay,
Oh.
so we got
Yeah. But she keeps
we got a
it
6.
Yeah.
and then add it
Good.
to 20. No, 28 plus 6 is 34, so half of that.
So he will take.
17.
She drops golden fire on him, and he, even at half damage, withers away, burns away, and is killed again.
There's
Look
another.
at his cool crown thing.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Oh, no, I won't be up.
The first thing that you find, this he has in his sarcophagus. There are 8 gold rings, each set with a different color of fossilized coral, worth 100 gold pieces each.
100 each.
Yes.
All right.
Hold on, I'm adding up your XP. And then, he has a gem-encrusted silver crown worth 500 gold pieces.
It's worth 500.
Yes.
Okay.
And his magical trident is a trident of submission +1. And I will look that up.
He was definitely
so
tough motherfucker.
sorry, tridents do 1d6 damage, just like spears. This one would be 1d6 +1. And it has 17 charges.
All right.
And then
I just put that in the bag of shit. If somebody wants it, tell me. Doesn't seem like much of an upgrade.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think either of my characters can really wield that as a weapon. So,
Yeah.
There are 5 rolls on table G. Who wants to make first percentage check?
Mavis.
35 nets you 10,000 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
Holy crap. Ooh. Then
I'm gonna have to make it at a deposit pretty quickly.
Yeah.
who wants to make the next check?
I guess that makes it my turn if we go in the order we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
99 is
Nope.
nothing.
You sure? You're positive on
positive,
that, right?
Yeah.
How about 6?
6 is a good one. 15 gems, And hold on, I need to pull up the table. So there are 15 gems, and roll a d20.
Good.
Worth 100 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Uh,
My turn? Or
Do it.
Chris?
16.
I'll leave something.
16 is going to do it, I believe.
We want the 10,000
Yes.
platinum piece one.
Uh,
Or 100,000 platinum pieces makes it worth to camp out here for a couple days.
you find 3 pieces of jewelry worth 300 gold pieces each.
Okay. Still almost 1,000 gold.
That's pretty good.
Worth 1,000 each, you said?
100 or 300 each.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, that was me saying that it's almost 1,000 total.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And last percentage check.
Was this the last one? I feel like I didn't even damage the baddie, so I want to give that roll to somebody else. I didn't even touch the bad guy.
Mavis has got to get it then.
Okay. I
You're
don't
the
mind
one that
rolling
flame striked his ass, man. Come on.
A 37 is
37.
nothing.
Darn it.
All right. That's that.
Last
Just
but
for shits
not
and giggles.
least,
Yeah, see, it's better you rolled. I would have got a 65. You did better.
Borman, what kind of treasure map was that?
Oh, this was a 8.
Okay.
We should thoroughly inspect these columns for any hidden nooks or crannies.
Well, if they're gold, we'll definitely need to get some people to move them out.
They're covered in shiny coral.
You find another 1,000 gold pieces from this was where the treasure from the treasure map came from.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh, nice little haul.
And that you have completely gone through the dungeon, but oh.
We're getting wandered.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope it's
I was going to say,
undead.
I would like to chip off some of this shiny coral to bring it back to our cook as a thank you for always keeping us sustained on our quests.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that Zackley will like that.
Keeps us fed. Bring her back a trinket or something.
4
Yeah.
and a 5.
If she'd like a sarcophagus, we can make that happen.
1. All right.
We should just bring the sarcophagus back in case we run into something else that just wants like a bed. Malachi probably wants to sleep in the sarcophagus.
It would be nice. I mean, this thing obviously kept this thing comfortable for several hundred years.
It's got a Serta mattress in it.
Yeah.
It's going to be right up there.
Was I supposed to have to make a demoralization save after getting stabbed with the trident?
I didn't use any of the. I used the
Charges?
+1, but I didn't use any of the charges.
Okay. Like, he gonna make me run away from the party? Like, Which would have actually fit if it happened to Jackson, because he's the one that got the whole level drain last time. There was a crazy skeleton thing.
That's true.
I mean, it
I'm
was
running
really
down the street
armored.
like Smokey.
Yeah. It was really armored and it was able to hit, but its hits weren't, you know, that bad. Can you give me a touch of the healing rod?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Let me touch the throbbing rod of healing.
Damn it. Okay, I don't want to roll
All right, so
anymore, and I heal
that's all
people
right.
with
That's
it because I
something I get 2 back.
I'm gonna
keep
need a
rolling one.
potion or a spell for Jackson, because he is still down 20 points.
That's a lot.
You get a free touch of the throbbing rod every day.
He already had my touch.
We
It
did
got me
that
2 points
already.
earlier.
Yeah,
The rod did its throbbiness.
People listening are going to be, I didn't come to
Hey,
watch.
did you give me
They
another
didn't even
six?
talk about touching throbbing rods
Yeah.
and taking sausages to the
Me
mouth.
too. Thank you.
Anybody else need healing, or that's pretty good, right?
Man, Malachi
Yeah.
is going to go ahead and hold on, and you know, I think I'll be okay. I'll ask for it in combat if it gets bad.
Okay.
I generally stay in the back. Let the
I mean, if
tanky
you want to give
tankers.
me more healing, I will not say no, because I'm still at 25 out of 44.
Ooh, that was a 6. Why are you rolling 6s?
So, 100 feet behind you, everybody roll a d6.
Another 3. So, okay.
I'll take it.
6 for each character. I got 2 6s.
I got a
6
5
and
and
a
a
4.
4.
Yeah, so none of you are surprised, but 100 feet behind you is coming a specter. It came out of this tomb, and it is a ghosty, incorporeal phantom. One of the most powerful undead. Everybody roll initiative.
4s all around. Incorporeal, like only magic touches it, right?
Yes, it is. It has mundane damage immunity, so it can only be harmed by magical attacks, and it has energy drain as an attack.
Jackson will kindly stay to the back of the party on this one.
All right.
I'm going to swap Alora. What would you like to do?
Let me see. I will try and wait. How far away is it? Really far, right?
100 feet.
Okay, that's really far. I cannot throw a dagger that far.
Yeah, no.
Let's see.
Even with the ring of telekinesis, you could only throw the dagger 50 feet at long range.
Okay. Well, I do have a broom. No, that's I don't know what to do.
Prepare for when it gets closer and have the dagger ready
Yeah.
to throw it the second it gets in range.
Okay, I'll be ready when it's in range.
The specter. Wow, it's got 100 feet flying movement.
Holy fudge.
So you can go ahead and throw your dagger.
It said something. He didn't. It's on him at this
Oof.
point.
So that's a miss.
No.
He doesn't think this is important to the kid.
And it is going to try to touch Alora. It is THACO 14. It hits AC 1.
Okay, I think it gets me then. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, you take 4 points of damage. I mean, this thing touches you, and you just kind of turn cold, and you lose 2 XP levels.
Really? Okay.
So
Don't you have a cleric spell to kind of reverse some of that, or a potion?
there's a there. Well, it doesn't reverse it, but there is a cleric spell that will ward against it. But she didn't have that ahead of time, and you need to roll 2 of your hit dice. So what dice do you roll for hit points?
4.
So roll 2 of those. So you lose another 6 hit points, and you lose any benefits due to those 2 levels that you lost. Saving throws, spells, etc.
I have to do a bunch of stuff to figure out what that is.
And your XP is reduced to the lowest amount of whatever that new level is.
So a bunch of that is like the bone armor coming off all the way.
Well, that's good. But let's see, what level were you before?
7.
So you're now level 5, and that means your new XP would be 21,600.
Well, at least you're not dead, Alora.
And your new saving throws, your death saving throw is 13. Wand saving throw is 14. Paralysis is 13. Breath is 16. And spells is 15. And you now only have 3 first level spell slots and 2 second level spell slots. So you lost all of your 3rd level spells.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to kill this thing quickly.
Malachi, what would you like to do?
I want to kind of get right in here and need to yeah, I want to aim the wand of lightning bolts to right here.
Okay.
On that stair right there. Blam.
Okay.
So it'll go through the specter, hit that, and then no, let me rethink it. It'll go back. It'll use all the unhinged stuff, and it's gonna go. Let's see. Lightning bolt goes up to a point of 180 foot distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the lightning bolt hits a solid barrier before its length is reached, it is reflected and travels for any remaining distance. So 10,
So 18 of these squares. Let's see.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, so if I hit here, it comes there and that ends it.
Right.
So I need it to come back some. So 20, 40, 50, 60. Let's see here. This point, 1, 2. So I need
If
to
it's
hit it.
on the stairs, what if you hit like the stair that it's on and then have it bounce back to the sarcophagus and then back to it?
Oh, it only does it once. So I'm trying
Oh,
to
it
get
only
a
bounces
double
once.
hit on it. And so I'm thinking if I go right here, I go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. So I need to go here. This is the one I need to hit at. Because if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I need to go right here. Right here at this point, and it'll hit that guy twice.
Okay. So, let's see here.
He needs to save versus ones, inflicting half damage, but he'll need to save twice, maybe, because
So actually, well, you may want to reconsider. So it has a range of 180 feet, but the lightning bolt itself is only 60 feet long.
right, it's solid barrier before its full length is reached. It's reflected and travels for any
So
remaining
10,
distance.
20, 30, 40.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So I want to hit like in
you
here.
want to hit right here, and it'll come back, but only as far as him. So it won't hit
That's
you.
what I. Yeah, that's what I want to do then.
So
If you just go,
he gets 2 saves versus spells for half.
and then I'm just gonna put.
He needs to get
It's 66, so I'll do 12d6.
14 or better. He fails his first save. Makes his second one, so he'll take
All right.
1.5 times the damage. So go ahead and roll your damage. And so that would be...
The first
you're using
one-
the wand, right?
Yeah. The first one does 16, and the second coming back does 25. So he saved for the 25, so what? 12 plus 16 is 28?
He will take... Yeah.
38.
That... Okay. You cast your lightning bolt. It bounces... it goes through him, bounces, comes back, hits him in the back, and kills him. Fries the specter.
That was worth a use of the lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Wow.
Absolutely.
good. Little. Who says you're not going to need all that math? Okay. Table E.
Now you need to figure out how to get Laura back at some kind of like save her, give her a level back.
If we take a week off, I have one of those books I can read. That'll
We'll
take me up
definitely do
one
that.
level.
We'll do that. I don't think
Absolutely.
anyone have a problem with that.
Nope.
So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls on table E. Who wants to make first percentage check?
Mr. Lightning.
Yeah, I know. I knew it coming, but I fucked it up.
Nope.
So there you go.
Second check.
That's yours.
Nothing. Third check. Ooh, that's something.
Hey.
You find 4,000 electrum pieces.
Got it.
I need to.
So there's me again, isn't it? 44?
Yep, and I will get to you in just a second. That
Oh,
is
okay.
a successful one.
Sorry to step on your toes, but I'm glad I did.
Okay. And that another 2,000 gold pieces.
2,000 gold. Nice.
And then another roll.
Brian's turn then.
What was his roll? Or that 2,000 was from his roll?
Yes.
Okay. Your turn.
Cameron's.
My
Yeah.
turn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Nothing. Another roll. Nothing. And last roll.
All right, I have to take it.
Nothing.
Yeah. Well, still a nice chunk of stuff.
Yes. All right. So, where would you guys like to go from here? I mean, you've pretty much explored all of the sewers, and you have completed
wanna get
everything
out
you
of
came
the
down here to do.
Yeah, we want to leave and go to an inn and set up camp for a week there in the city.
Okay, so
However you want to do it. You can make us take a certain number of wandering rolls or whatever.
so you have a couple of choices for inns. Your choices are
We're going high end.
so high end. I mean, believe it or not, the best place in the Imperial Port presently is a brothel called Madame Bussard's Brothel.
Man, Mavis will have a great time healing prostitutes of their STDs while we lounge around in the comfort of our great brothel. Sounds. Does anybody have an objection to going to the brothel?
Now we're going to be
No.
generous with our copper.
Yeah, we're.
Okay. Let me- let's see here. That would be in the Merchant District.
Thank you for not making us creep out of here.
No, you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I had an idea of a way to make it easier because Jackson can go invisible now. So we scry to town. Everybody steps in the mirror, and then Jackson takes the mirror while he's invisible and hauls ass.
That would work.
Where am I running and why am I running?
You're running to meet us at the beginning of the dungeon because we scried and everybody. Someone has to stay behind, and you're the fast guy with your boots.
The witch can fly.
Yeah, you're right.
And I have to still run through the muck. She can skip all of the muck.
That's just not fair to the other children.
Fine, I'll run through the muck.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, the room witch. Mm-hmm.
The witch.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling
Wait.
Jackson's going to lose his goddamn mind in here. So let's see. Madame Bussard's is on page 43. So you make your way back to the Merchant District, and it takes you long enough that it is starting to the sun is starting to set. It's starting to get dusky outside. When you reach the location, so this is in the Grand Mall, and the Grand Mall is basically a bunch of stalls that are set up that are all selling various merchandise. Pretty much all of it is illicit. It's stolen cargo or bandits stole it from caravans, what have you. But you reach the location of Madame Bussard's, and there are these two double doors that are 7 feet tall, and they are engraved with filigree, and there is a permanent enchantment of an illusion that across these double doors kind of stands out at an angle in soft pink words. It says Madame Bussard's in a diagonal pattern across the door. when you step in, the foyer, the entire ground floor is has dark stained floors, and you can tell that this place has been here a long time. Thousands of scratches from boots are come across the floor, and right here there is an 8 foot tall statue of a lion, and it looks like it has been carved from a single block of amber. And as you step in, the two bouncers, they they look at you and they both kind of just go and sniff at you, and they're like, "This is a respectable establishment. You look like you've been traipsing. You look and smell like you've been traipsing around in a sewer."
And we have, but our gold is just as high class as anybody else's. We need baths, washes, massages, and rooms for a week.
Okay. So let's see here. So this is
Davis will want the full body, full treatment massage.
This is the tap room proper, and the bouncers kind of wave over one of the bartenders that's standing back here behind. There are 3 bars in the tap room, and this and these are both platforms that some of the girls stand on and basically selling themselves. And there's also men in here. There are both male and female prostitutes. And on the stage back here, there is a group of, it's a band. It's a group of minstrels that are singing. And they are the...
From thine windows to the walls.
The lead of the band is a half elf, and the group is called the Gilliam Turnbottle Band, and they are playing some bouncy music for the numerous clientele that are in here. And everybody, when you guys step in, I mean, you guys stink bad enough from being in the sewers, and you look like you've been rolling around in shit by this point. Everybody's kind of turning and staring at you, and the prostitutes are like, he calls over one of the bartenders, and when you look up, you can see that there are 2 floors above you, and the center is open, so that there is seating up there, and there's a walkway at the very top that people can look over and can look down on the tap room or hear the music. But they do have, let's see here, where's the third? This is the 3rd floor. They do have private rooms on the 3rd floor and shared rooms. For the private rooms, it is 1 gold piece per night. So if you're staying for a week, you're going to need 7 gold pieces per person. They do have some shared rooms. And those are 5 silver pieces per night.
But we're going to need a couple. This book us the whole floor.
Wow. Okay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That way we could just say no one should be coming up here. This is our area for the whole week.
Yeah, I need to
Right.
study my book for a week to get back
Yeah.
up to level 6.
Yeah. I mean,
7, 8. So
We've
if
got
you're
money.
going to book the whole floor, they will give it to you for a total of 56 gold pieces for the week. That does not include food or prostitutes.
all right. Well, we don't necessarily need prostitutes, but how about I give you a gold ring worth 100 gold pieces, and you house us, bathe us, let us have the whole room, clean our shit up, and if we decide to take part in all of that extracurricular stuff, we'll pay for that as needed. And after we wash up, I'd like to be part of that minstrel cycle.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta find out. Yeah, they'll do that. They're cool with that.
A nice coral gold ring. It's freshly taken off a corpse.
In the sewer.
there's shit in the sewer there, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, they'll accept that. And coming out to kind of greet you, kind of wondering what the what one of her bartenders is doing, is this woman. Find her.
I thought the menstrual cycle was an amazing pun. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
It was good.
Where is she? Here she is.
Is everybody cool with that? We sit up, we eat real good, we have a nice lugs. Jackson will love the spacious room that he gets. You know, you just roll around on the bed, picture the sky and the open range. Maybe we could get some of the mistresses to clop coconuts and make cricket sounds
So
to make you feel like you're
this
outdoor.
woman comes out,
Oh,
wanting to know what one of her bartenders is doing. Why are you not back there? And she kind of looks you guys over, and the bartender explains the situation to her. And she holds out her hand for one of you to take and kiss her hand, and introduces herself. She says, "I am Madame Bussard." And the first thing that you immediately notice is that she is a tiefling.
Ooh.
She has some demonic or devilish parentage, and she has a mouthful of needle-like teeth and a long prehensile table that ends in an arrow point. And
You mean to say tail?
You what?
You mean to say tail and not table?
Tail, yes, prehensile tail.
Well, Borman will kiss her fucking hand. Hell yeah.
And she waves away the bartender. She says, I can handle these fine adventurers. And she leads you up to the second floor. And she says, I understand that you've booked the entire floor for your party. That seems a bit much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She says, but I can understand the need for privacy. She says, if you need any of my staff to take care of your needs, just let us know. And she kind of claps her hand, and 2 of the prostitutes go, and they're prepping baths for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's our immediate needs is privacy and all of that. If we decide that we want to partake of the other stuff, you know, we'll be sure to say something. But you know, we're just gonna use this floor as our base of operation for a week while we rest and relax. As we do some light studying, so we would like kind of to be quiet.
Yeah, it's definitely quieter up here than it was down below with the band playing, but this is the 3rd floor balcony. It is there is a darkly stained banister that goes around, and it overlooks the 2 floors below it, all the way at the bottom. 20 feet down is the tap room. And you see that standing around here are some stylish, nice-looking 10-foot-tall marble statues that depict mythical warriors from various ages. And usually,
I bet they come to life if we act up.
Usually up here, and including right now, and they're kind of standing over here. There's a couple of bouncers, but she does mention. She says, if you would like, I can leave these my 2 bouncers up here to guard your privacy, or if you want the entire floor to yourselves, I can find other things for them to do.
Oh no! I mean, if they would, if that all comes with the price, I mean, I think them staying there on the stairs to keep anyone from coming up and disturbing us would be an amazing idea. And then, I'll kind of whisper to her, if you see my friend's hat, you might understand where that came from.
So the
Got a point to Malachi's got that hat of helmet telepathy on that the Inquisitor had.
right, yes, that's true. And she says, "Oh yes, those rather rude people came through not that long ago." She says, "I can only imagine from the looks of you guys that they met with a less than noble end."
Let's just say that we acted as karma in this situation.
She says, "Well,
Mm-hmm.
then that makes you friends of mine." So these rooms with the larger beds, these are the private rooms. They have full-size beds with a down-filled velvet-covered mattress and cotton sheets that have been imported from Erebachia. So they have a very high thread count. Each of the private rooms has is supplied with a writing desk, a wardrobe, and a chest to secure your private items. And then the other rooms, these are the shared rooms. These have 2 single beds in each room, a wardrobe, and a chest for your private items as well.
All right. I mean, that just kind of sets us in a perfect place to launch off from after we start back up, probably.
Yes. So that is a good place to break for for this week. Keep in mind, I will be gone next week, so we will not have a game. So the next game will be in 2 weeks. But let's break up some XP here. So, and you got a big chunk again, which I think Alora's going to want. So you each get 3,809 XP.
Nice.
3,809. Is that what you said?
Correct. And there's one last thing. Here.
Sorry, your character got jacked, Cameron.
I probably shouldn't have gone out in front of everybody.
So yeah,
Well,
we will pick
you
this
got
up
to
in
get
2
out
weeks.
there. It's just how it is. You got to get out there and keep fucking them up. Oh, all right. Yeah, that was really fun. Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Thank
Yep.
you so much.
You're welcome. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
All right.
Have a good
thanks.
time.
Yeah.
You know, before you run off, there's a book series called He Who Fights with Monsters,
Uh-huh.
and it's got like 11 books. But the main point of it is in if you ever listen to it or read it or whatever, is it gives the best layout or explanation that takes you from kind of the science of magic, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And in how all that does it also kind of it actually breaks down a really interesting, cool way on gods and astral beings and astral space. It's got a lot of it's actually got a design on it besides that it's some more of a random vague layout. Of course, you go through a lot of books and there's a lot of adventure and stuff in it. That's because it's not what the books are about. but the series, as far as like what a soul is and rules of the soul, and in a fantasy type setting, it is really really cool. So
Shit, I'm gonna have to check that out.
yeah. Oh, it's a lit RPG, a literary
Oh yeah,
RPG.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's really laid out at a leveling, not level one necessarily, but it's got a leveling progression that and when you progress in that shit, it's not like you just go to the next level. It's your whole everything you do expands by multipliers, not with additions. I mean, it get really powerful when you level, but to level you have to develop all your shit. But I mean, besides it having like a distinct feel of it's got a lot of like if you really lived in World of Warcraft, but it's not World of Warcraft. It's not that universe. I don't even think it really makes any references to that. But
Right.
if you were to go live in a video game, that is the basis of how it does it. But it's got Earth in it too. But I mean, it's got a lot of interesting stuff as far as astral beings and how realms are made and stuff like that. And it's got a real definitive layout on a lot of things that if you were ever wondering about a system to use to kind of well, what is magic? Well, magic is just fucking alternate reality from taking sources from the astral space.
Right.
And yeah. And well, what exactly is a soul? And a soul is your own personal entity, and nothing can enter it without your permission, but things can put a lot of pressure on it, auras and aura sensing and stuff like that. But it from the very beginning to the where it stands now is a long fucking road, but it does dive off at a lot of those aspects. I thought you would think that's interesting because you do world and system building.
Yeah.
And if you ever wanted to put out something to put your own twist on those type of aspects, nobody really has ever done that.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever really broken down, well, really deep down on the science. What's the science behind
I think the closest that
building a
anybody ever
realm?
got was like Dragonlance.
Yeah,
They went into a bit of that about the different colleges and academies and whatnot.
Right. But as far as like, how does a god get its power, and then where there's astral being is really more of a god that has been promoted,
Right.
according to this thing, but the thought behind what all is in that, I thought, man, you really got to check that shit out. Plus it's got a lot of 80s references and shit in it, because the character's taken from Earth, but he's an Australian, but he's real big in the 80s, you know?
Right.
Yeah, he'll make Airwolf references and Voltron and just all kinds of shit, from the 80s. But I mean, it's really cool. But I thought you might be interested. It's got somewhat of a following, and they put out new books regularly. So
Well, cool. I'll definitely check that out.
yeah. But anyway, have a wonderful week. I'll see you after next week.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I'll be gone
You're-
Wednesday through Sunday. Wednesday through.
Yeah.
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 that
So
sounds
you're
right.
skipping all your games.
Yep. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be gone for
so-
all of it. So
Well, have fun, man. Get your cowboy on.
will do. Have a good
All
one.
right. Bye.